Hey gang, Tony here. Happy belated Easter. I know I didn't do a video for the holiday. Well, I guess I did one a couple of days before. And I do apologize, I'm doing my weekly movie roundup one day late. Today's Monday. But being that yesterday was Easter, had company, and you know how it goes. So, this is actually going to be a pretty short one too, because for some weird reason, I have not been watching many movies. Well, for me. There's still a lot of movies, but for me, not as many movies as usual. So, first up was Hector and the Search for Happiness. That was a Netflix movie that I got through the mail, and has Simon Pegg in it, and I really enjoyed this one. This was probably 8 out of 10 stars. Basically, it is the story of a therapist who realizes that he's not really that happy, and how is he supposed to make his patients happy if he's not happy? So he decides to go on this journey to sort of understand what happiness is and how to achieve happiness. And it's a very kind of quirky, heartfelt comedy, and you know, kind of right up my alley. I'm a huge fan of Simon Pegg. You guys saw that I recently did that trade with Morgan Brown for the Simon Pegg book, which actually arrived the same day that I saw the movie, so it was kind of apropos. But yeah, I would recommend this one if you're into Simon Pegg, if you like kind of indie comedies. I don't even know if it would be necessarily considered an indie comedy, but it's definitely a comedy with a little bit of heart. Alright, next up was Interstellar. This one I got from Redbox, and another great movie. I really enjoyed this one. Probably like 9 stars out of 10, maybe even 10. The reason I say that is because basically this makes no sense in terms of like reviews, because I've told you before, I'm not a movie critic. This is just like my opinion, which I guess most, critics are just stating their opinion. But anyway, I basically base it on if it's a movie that I would want to watch more than once. I usually rate it somewhere between like 7 to 10 stars. Well, 7 to 8, 8.5 stars. And if it's a movie that I know I would want to watch so many times that I would actually buy it, that's when it's like the 9 to 10 star range. And Interstellar is a movie that I've been considering actually buying, so I know it's up in that range. I'd have to watch it a couple more times before I was sure if it was a 10 or a 9, but it's up there. Great movie, great acting. Again, I don't want to synopsize the movie because I'm sure most of you know what it is, but it's one of those sort of like glimpse into our future sort of movies, and the Earth isn't doing all that well, and there is a small group of people within the government who are trying to figure out what to do. So I'm obviously very vague, but I don't want to talk too much about that. It goes into some I basically love any movies that have like a lot of space stuff. Obviously, I'm pretty tired. Alright, so Interstellar, great movie, you should see it. Mercy, this one was Netflix Instant, and it was alright. This is a horror movie that I don't remember much about. I watched it, it's been a week since I watched it, and okay, it was a kid who was really close to his grandmother, and then she starts kind of getting ill, and they go back to her house to kind of take care of her, the family does, and some weird stuff starts happening. And again, I don't like to talk too much about the plot, so I'll leave it there. And it does have some surprises to it, I'll say that, and I remember enjoying it quite a bit. I feel like I want to watch it maybe one more time just to sort of see if it sticks, but probably it's a 6 or 7 star out of 10. I would definitely recommend it. It's free on instant streaming, so why the hell not, right? Sliders. I've been watching Sliders still. So last week I told you I was watching Sliders. I'm still watching Sliders. I'm into like almost at the end of season 3 at this point. There was an episode called the Electric Twister Acid Test, and in that episode Corey Feldman guest stars. And of course, I saw Corey Feldman, I was like, oh, that's cool, because Jerry O'Connell and Corey Feldman were in Stand By Me together, which is, you know, a favorite movie of mine. One of my favorite, you know, from when I was a kid. And nearing the end of the episode, they were kind of like saying goodbye to each other, and they go like this. They do, instead of like slapping five or shaking hands, they do that. And it's been a while since I saw Stand By Me, but my mind like lit up. I was like, oh, wait a second. So I watched Stand By Me the next night, and as I thought I remembered in Stand By Me, that's how the kids in the movie, they do like that. They say, skin me. And they do that. So that was kind of awesome. I like spotting little allusions to things like that. So it was a little homage, I guess, to Stand By Me in Sliders when they did that. And that was cool. And finally, last night I started to watch Nurse, which is on Netflix Instant now. Stand By Me is on Netflix Instant as well. Nurse is on Netflix Instant. This movie is something that I've been kind of interested in seeing, but not interested enough to actually rent it or pay for it. I watched most of it last night, and then I passed out because I was real tired. And so I didn't finish watching Nurse. So I can't really rate it or anything, but from what I saw, it's, you know, it's okay so far. A lot of TNA, sort of. I mean, it's actually not as bad as I thought it was going to be. And I feel like it's like borderline exploitation film. Not quite, but almost. The acting is, I don't know. I don't think I'm a big fan of the main actress in it. Paz de la Huerta, I think. She is known for her role in, well, at least I know her from her role in Boardwalk Empire. And, I don't know, it feels stilted a little bit, the acting or the plot or something. It just doesn't feel right to me. It feels off, maybe like B-movie kind of feel to it. But again, I didn't finish watching it, so I can't really rate it or anything. I'm going to finish it probably tonight. I'll let you guys know what I thought about it next week. And in the meantime, just, you know, since I didn't have a whole lot of movies to tell you about, just to let you know, a ton of great stuff, well, a ton of horror movies have been put on Netflix Instant. So, like, Wolf Cop is on there. I think I mentioned in a previous video. Nurse is on there. The Houses That October Built, I believe, is one, which I don't know if it's good or not, but I just noticed it was on there. There were some others, too, that I can't remember at this point, but I'm going to try to hit up some of those for next week. All right, everybody. That is the movie roundup for this week. I hope everyone had a great Easter or Passover or holiday or Giant Rabbit Day, whatever. I will see you guys very soon. I might have another unboxing coming possibly today or tomorrow. And I'll talk to you all soon. Take it easy. Breathe deep in the night. Bye.